Hello, welcome for D&D, as it is Shackles of the Abyss, episode 3. And we can just start right away, right? Well, right away, I mean, I have to make an announcement, so... Not a stream announcement, an announcement to server that D&D is on. Yes. Abyss, ooh, and do it. Alright, there we go. Made the cool announcement, and yeah, I guess we'll start on up as I undeafen. Yes, I have undeafened.
Hello.
Shackles. Bongo.
Paladin.
Oh. So yes, I can give a cool recap. So, in last session, as you basically had explored the different sort of pools around, after messing with the runes in the middle and finally giving up Chauncey, you was finally... The blackness that seemed to have been, well, destroying anything that entered, seemed to have been gone, after you had unlocked different places. Going through, you eventually found a weird sort of abyssal creature as well. But, they didn't seem harmful, as they simply went with you. Eventually, you opened up the middle and went in, only to find yourselves back at the tavern. So yes.
Can I quickly say that I've been regaling Relia with the tale of Chauncey?
Yes. She's just been like, well, you could always replace them. After all, if they're useless, then, well, just get a new one.
Based?
That is an option, I suppose. They were a metal egg. So I guess I could just find a new one. I was trying to come up with a good pun for Chauncey number 2, but I've got nothing right now. Yeah, just Chauncey 2, I guess. Thank you so much for your infinite wisdom, Relia.
Of course. Ah, well, of course a little one like you has to understand that my words are so vibrant.
Of course, our conversations are amazing every time, and honestly, they've been so insightful for me recently.
Ah, well, thank you.
I must, unfortunately leave because I have to go roll a HP because we forgot.
Understandable. I have to do the same.
Wait, what?
I don't like that. She's leveling up because we leveled up. That's terrifying.
Oh, shit. My wife's so strong.
Ayo, that's not bad. An 8. Oh, she only has +6 con. Cringe.
Cringe. She has the tough feet.
Only +6. She should have at least +7.
Hmm? Look at the little level 3.
I'm RPing as Dead Man right now. I'm the person who's eating.
Fair. Oh,
Alright,
wait.
yes. So,
do I roll Bard HP because that's the level I took, or do I just always take?
you take the
Barbarian?
you take the hit die of the level that you multiclassed into.
Okay, so D8 then.
Ah,
Yes.
shoot, how do you do
So-
it?
That's a bot.
Let's go! I got an 8!
I got the lowest again. Okay.
I've forgotten how to roll in here.
/R space.
Yeah.
1d10 R6 as you are a fighter. And you have
you
the
put that
option to
bracket?
add your con modifier.
I should have already added the con modifier, so it's just not. It should just be 9, because it should also have the whatchamacallit.
Alright, 9 hack.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not what you roll, Monty.
Wait, what do I
Monty,
do?
You're gonna
Monty,
be a D8
right?
You're gonna be a D8
What?
R5.
Yeah.
Monk,
RD8 R5.
Yeah.
1d8 R5. Yeah.
Monks have a D8 hit die.
Oh no.
With
That's
+4, so 9 for you, Monty.
Yes.
You also have
Damn,
none.
a bunch of us got
HP.
9 health.
Oh yeah, you also have tough, so you also add a +2 to that, so
you add
+6.
+2 to your con, Monty.
11. So.
Yeah, I put +2 on my con.
Oh, okay.
A 5 con.
Because I looked at your sheet and you didn't update it. Alright.
Maybe I
20
did.
con.
It should be
Well,
20.
Alright, so yeah, that's
41 hit points,
5.
Big HP.
6, 7
Oh, no.
plus 7 plus...
Fine.
Yeah, 7
My
plus
next
5.
level goes into Barbarian. I'll get some more health then.
Alright, Monty gets +12 HP, so they have 56 HP.
Bruh,
Yeah,
that's a lot of HP.
Hmm.
That's a retroactive.
I know tank. You tank.
Oh, and you can also click the level 1 macro because then it levels up your current level.
Has it already been done on my? Nope.
Not you, dead man.
Oh, yeah.
It's accurate. My token's a little behind. Look, I don't even have Madman art. Void doesn't
You're
care
not
about
level
it.
5.
Why was it already 4?
I leveled it up.
Oh, okay.
Who
Get
added
back to
their
2.
own HP manually and who didn't? Because this
I
voice
did,
is gonna get
sorry.
confusing.
I haven't
I
because
haven't.
I don't know
Alright.
how to map tools.
I'll do hexes then. 35.
If you reference the World Anvil, it should have the con and pact already done, but it needs to add the actual 9 health that I rolled.
What did you roll, Holota?
I rolled 9.
9. Alright, plus 9 to you. That is 41.
Yeah.
And Fear gets a -2 to this, because Chadicus.
Fuck that guy.
So
Don't even know who that is.
yeah, Fear rolled a 9 but gets a -2. So
I pointed the statue out to you
nice.
guys.
Oh wait, you got your con mod, which is 4, so yeah, +2. So 9 + 2 is 11. So
It should already have the con mod if you went off the World Anvil. I'm not sure if you did or not.
I'm not using your world anvil.
Okay.
45. There you go. You got 45 HP, Fear.
Okay.
Here we go.
Wait, were you able?
Alright. I've updated everyone's besides Captain and Size because they add them to themselves. Alright. Also, the song stopped playing. Yeah. I forgot to put Ricky on.
Yep.
Welcome to complete silence.
Yeah.
Ah, complete silence. My favorite kind.
Alright. So yes.
Right next to the sound of.
Boom, boom, boom. So yes.
Wait, I think it's more that it's server. Oh, never mind. I'm an idiot. Don't worry.
Yes.
Thought I noticed something and I was very wrong.
Alright. Onwards then. As you manage to level.
Okay.
And that's why I think we need a Chauncey too. Thoughts?
So we can open another door, right?
I meant more because I
agree with
miss my child. But sure, if we need eggs to open doors, seems kind of counterproductive, but sure. Now,
Or we
go
paid
ahead,
it
try
all.
again.
I never looked.
I hate him.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
Got donut wall by him.
the man with the whip is approaching.
Oh no, he was just very rude.
Yes.
I will kill him at one point.
How tall is Faust again?
Faust is 5'11".
Ah, he's a short
You are
fella.
short.
I'm gonna pat him on the head at
Actually, no
one
man, I'm
point.
longer.
Yes. He basically walks on over and is like, well then, how has it been with your exploration?
Gonna move there.
Let me regale you in the legend of Chauncey.
Wait, did anybody ask him?
Oh. Alright.
Are we supposed to tell him? I don't remember.
I mean,
It's really hard.
Oh shit!
to
What just
tell. I
happened?
just want to have a booby voice.
Oh,
fuck.
I don't know what just happened.
Big
Okay,
ol'
I see what has
I
happened.
think Fierre's a little too small. You should make him bigger.
They made
I
them
have
the
no
native
idea how-
size. There you go.
I don't know what happened.
Fierre went gigantic.
Nice.
Sorry about that.
Basically, Faust, there was an egg. A grand egg. Who we will never forget.
We had a
Just
what?
1,000-yard stare.
Do you not remember Chauncey?
What a Chauncey.
It was the egg.
God.
I'm just gonna start crying.
Oh wait, Beaky wouldn't be.
He's dead. Kill him.
I saw
Part
the
of
abyss.
pack.
The man has the abyss. I want my heart.
I'm gonna pat Holada on the back.
alive. I think. I'll tell Faust. That's it.
Thank you for it. It's still a little bit sore from, you know, the doubling in length of my spine.
Well, as it seems to be very so expiration down there, and well, you almost died.
Not really, I was fine. I have this.
And I'm just gonna hold up the metal spine that I have.
This was in me.
Oh,
It's
intriguing.
true.
It was disgusting.
It's true. I broke it off.
Well, you've had your break and your time, so I believe you must go back down. After all, isn't there much more to explore?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yes.
Well, you've already checked the first layer, haven't you? Points towards your shackle, aka your ring thing.
Oh, is there like an identifier on it now?
One of
Feel
them,
that we've cleared stuff.
well, as you look down at it, you notice that there is a red gem on it now that is glowing. The red gem originally wasn't there.
Oh my god.
Why is there a stone on it? Can I sell it?
No, that's your, that's to symbolize that you've made it to one of the layers. We've heard that there are many of them, and your shackle is equipped to know when you go through one.
How does the
You've
shackle
heard?
know that?
Yeah, how have you heard this?
I don't know, magic's magic.
Yeah, fair.
Yes, this was given away by the Arcane University. I don't know much about them, and they don't know much about us, as we have to do our own thing.
Faust, I apologize, but give me 1 second. Relia, do you like red gems?
I'm just gonna hold it up to her.
What do you think?
You're holding up a red gem to Faust?
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh no, to Relia.
Oh. She's currently turned away. She isn't looking at you.
I'll go over.
Excuse me, Queen Relia. What do you think of red gems?
Oh, well, you're already back. Gems and such. They aren't beautiful. After all, it's natural life, that is. Like me.
Oh. Well, when I'm free, you're welcome to the red gem. I hope you enjoy it and it brings you great joy remembering my incredible visage.
Oh, well, I'll be sure to remember this and keep it safe.
No, moonwalk away.
Alright. But yes. Come see me once you want to, go back in there. And if you take too long, well, he, like, whips the ground. Whoosh. You,
Why
don't know
do
what
we need to come and see you when we can just say bippity boppity? Wait, I'm not gonna finish that.
I was about to right-click you.
Oh no, I knew, which is why I stopped myself.
Why do we need to come and see you? What if we just go there and do our shit and then come back?
Well, I have to keep you for record keeping and such just in case you don't return.
Okay, we're here. We're gonna leave soon. How's that?
Well, I need to make sure all of you come, so may as well just see me. I also got a gift for you all.
Oh, how nice. Is it another
Do you
whipping?
think the gift is a beaten? He seems
Yeah,
to
that's
like
what-
to give those.
Yeah, that's
I hope
what
it's an egg.
Also, Captain, how is Beaky here?
I don't know.
Wait a minute, I right-clicked on you! Get away!
Oh, okay. That's why he disappeared. All right, hold on. I was
Because we're
confused for a
not in
second.
the
I'm like, Wait a
vid.
minute. Did I accidentally delete him?
I deleted him.
Okay, I should make it sure. It's like I wasn't sure, and I was like, wait a minute.
Get out
I
of
worked
here!
very hard to get him back. I went mad for this.
Who's that freak that got up from the table, came over here, and then walked away?
He
Like some bitch.
he's talking nonsense. He thinks he saw a man standing out there, but there's nobody out there.
Oh, weird.
Any sane man could see it.
Yeah, I have eyes. I don't see anyone out there.
Yes. Egg says, before we leave, do you have any items that need identifying?
Oh shit!
Dead man is just eating at the table depressingly and crying.
Good.
Why is that
Crazy
man
crying
crying?
like a
What a
bitch.
crybaby.
Oh no.
God, I didn't even cry when I had my spine double in length and protruded from my back. What a pussy.
I would say something smart about this, but I am currently not here.
I'm gonna walk over and hand Dead Man 1 silver piece and walk away.
I'm not a brothel. What? I'm not poor.
You're poor, bro. You're poor.
Him.
Thank you for doing charity, Fear.
It's very nice of you.
I'm gonna kill all of them.
My lady.
Wait, did he say that out loud?
Yes. I just
Okay,
want
cool.
my fucking Happy Meal. And peace.
Just want your Happy Meal. Okay, well, you shouldn't have been
No,
born
that's a
then.
sad person.
Everybody knows that existence is a sad meal.
It's fine.
Carlotta's just gonna climb on top of Fear so that Arlek has a seat.
Don't worry, in my world there is a consequence meal. That's what it's called.
Oh.
I see.
Yes.
But Melly sells fucking Happy Meals and I'm eating one.
Aren't you
Yes.
tiny then?
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I need a Pingadora.
You see that there's like a sticker. There's like a sticker on the front of it that's like says happy, but when you peel the sticker off, it says consequence. Wait a minute.
That's the consequences of your actions.
Oh no.
You've peeled the sticker and no longer have the...
Oh my god.
Okay.
Well,
No longer happy.
it seems that all of you are fast decision makers. I like that. You already get 2 weapons this time.
If he
What?
does that, I am going to. Never mind.
Beep 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 beep.
I know. I have a bomb in my neck.
Hey,
This is fine.
Hey, if you want to fight him, stay away from me, bro. I don't want to explode.
I wonder if there'd be a chain reaction. I
Nah,
don't know
I
what
don't
that
give a shit if
means,
you
but it
guys-
sounds smart.
So
Dead man's
yes,
pulling up a
You guys
chair
wanna
and
find
eating
out?
popcorn.
I've been contacted by the Iron Legion, and they have so inclined to give you all a gift for your work on already exploring the first floor. Sort of. Yeah, why are you getting close?
What do you mean?
I'm
sort of?
trying to
Cleared
listen
the
to what
floor.
you're saying very intently.
Yeah,
You said weaponry. I'm
we're
listening.
very, very interested, Faust.
Well,
Please tell us more.
Very non-aggressively.
Ignore them.
explicit.
Ignore them. Ignore them.
yeah,
Faust, you cannot harm me. I had my spine outside of my body. I no longer feel pain. Nothing
Ignore
you
that.
can do can harm me again.
that means I would have to upgrade. He goes into like he opens up his cloak and you see like 5 different kind of whips.
I pull out the spine
all right.
and just hold it.
Which one's?
Staring at him.
Which one's the flesh flare?
There's one of them that is quite literally on fire.
Oh, but fire's boring. You got a flesh flare.
Oh my god, I just thought of something. If I can detach each spinal column, I can turn the spine into a metal whip.
Why? Why?
Yes, you
Oh,
could.
bring that imagery
Yes,
up.
you could.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm gonna turn my own spine into a whip.
Well then, here you go, and you'll place down what seems to be 6 weird sort of stones. These will
I'm
will-
good, I've
1
already
each.
eaten.
I will pick one up.
Yoink.
It feels very warm in your hand. As then he basically just explains what it is. As he's like, well, if you're so inclined to know what these are, these stones are an interesting bunch. Apparently, they got them from some shipment of sorts out of this, not this continent, but out of Holyrus. They are
Out
apparently.
of where?
Hmm.
Out of where?
Oh, out of the Holyrus continent.
I'm gonna nod as if I understand.
Ah, yes. Holyrus is the name of the continent that everyone's from.
Okay.
Ah, yes. Gah.
Never heard of it.
Is that the one with the squiggly lines around it?
Yes.
Ah, excellent.
Well, yes. Anyway, so this stone is an interesting one that's taken from a continent that even I can't pronounce. After all, it's weird for the outside people. But yes, it's a stone of magic absorption.
Wow.
Yeah, basically, in easier terms to explain, think of it as you simply place the stone onto a magical rune of sorts, and it will deactivate it for about 6 seconds. Just enough time to do something.
Oh, I thought you meant, like, if I touch it, I won't be able to cast spells anymore. I was like, this is fucking useless.
I thought I could overcharge it so it explodes.
Oh, that would be fun. Can I
mean,
do that, Faust?
That's only if you stick the stones together, and I recommend please don't.
Didn't you just give us a pile of stones? Weren't they all clumped together? How did you keep them apart?
Cloth, my dear, cloth.
Oh. Kind of surprised that.
I don't think he's telling truth about the stones. Who wants to put them together?
Yeah, that's. Yeah,
I can just identify them if you.
I feel like
I'm not stopping you.
Hey, wait, quick question. Do they
feel
look like the
like-
magnets? Do they look like the magnets you put together as kids?
Yes. Sure.
I feel like simple cloth shouldn't be able to resist the magics of, like, putting 2 stones together. It feels like...
If only it does! I'm not stopping you, though.
I think the saying is, simplest is best.
After all...
A very good saying. Doesn't roll off the tongue.
Think about it, if a magic stone that dispels magic touches a magic stone that dispels magic, what do you think will happen?
I don't know if
I don't know, I'm not a wizard.
Do you want to find out together?
What the fuck is going on?
Why do you keep running away?
You, adventurer, could you take care of these mongrels for me? If I touch them, I could be arrested.
I'd like to see him try.
Oh, wait, can I give you a hug then?
What? No.
Oh,
I
Faust,
didn't
did you just
stutter.
say you can't kill us?
He smashes the window.
Interesting.
Grabbing him by, no, I'm grabbing him by his ankle. I'm grabbing him by his ankle.
While you're grabbing him, can I rob you?
I feel
Sure,
like
sure,
asking
fucking
is
rob me. What do you want?
counterproductive, but
What do you
sure.
want?
Let me do a sleight of hand.
God.
I'm
Oh no.
Fuck.
I miss Chauncey, Captain.
Well,
Alright.
Yo, you got any gold?
I have like 100. I have 50 gold.
Oh, wait a second. That's not what you said. Take all 50.
Make it 0.
Give you all
How much
50,
gold
bro.
did you steal?
All 50.
All 50. Okay.
also,
73, bro.
dead man, if you grab enough Faust, make an athletics or acrobatics check.
I'm making athletics.
Faust is a rogue, so luckily he has expertise. Alright.
You could roll a lot.
Almost.
I want to say I noticed Sai,
He's covered
and I
in
do
fucking
not care.
lube. He's covered in fucking lube. Why is his boots covered in lube?
I mean, he also had whips.
I see, but I do not care.
I was gonna put him in the fucking sack. God damn it.
So now we know his weakness. Love and affection. We no longer have to deal and worry about Faust. Wonderful. I can't wait to turn this spine into a whip and beat the shit out of him one day. What?
Goodbye.
Bippity boppity bippity boo.
Blah 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 blah. Alright. Let's put you into... as you go back to a memorable place.
My whole
Here
sentence
we go
is
again.
bippity boppity bippity boo. I can't wait for the day that I can beat
Hey,
you.
my-
Faust.
Goodbye.
Oh, wait, Beaky? Beaky? Where are you at, Beaky?
Beaky.
I recognize this place.
Beaky.
Are we technically in the abyss yet, or are we just in the tree?
Let's find out. He tries to call Beaky.
Bah, 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 bah.
Oh, we're
okay,
close
that answers
enough.
that question.
Close enough. There
It's,
we go.
It's sort of ethereal looking, like it's see-through. Here.
Wait, I'm gonna try something. Chauncey. Oh. Fuck.
Oh, you feel something. A sort of a pulsation on the inside. A sort of light appears within your eyes. Do you pull at it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Chauncey.
You grasp it, you pull at it, and then you whiff a loud fart.
Nice.
Alright, I'm jumping in.
Whee!
I have a question.
Yes.
Do I have my coffin lid?
Your what?
My coffin lid.
Yeah. No.
Yes,
Yeah,
coffin lid.
He took his coffin lid that you said that
Yeah.
did 1d20 damage, remember, Void?
That
Yeah.
did not come with you.
Oh,
No,
it
but
was-
we're back in the
this?
abyss now.
Sounds like a bit of railroading in my opinion.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember you
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
that.
I
yeah.
can't believe he's gonna have to pick up his loot where he left off to continue to carry it with him.
But as soon as
Don't give him a D20.
I was about to say, as soon as you jump into the whirlpool, though, it reappears.
Yes! I'm gonna surf it into the whirlpool.
Ah, yes.
I'm surfing my tail into the whirlpool.
Ah, yes.
All of these based in
I'm
the...
surfing my empty fucking pockets for my money.
Your
Yeah,
money.
it's a shame you lost that.
Oh god. Right. As once again you feel a sort of pull as you begin to fall down. The eyes continue to look at you, and you feel somewhat more warm in a way.
I
Same-
wave it.
I feel Chauncey's warmth.
Sure.
Oh, thank God.
As
That's what I think it is.
oh,
Should we start? Mark, you get
yes. As eventually you somewhat reach the ground here.
Oh, Win. It's been a while. How you been?
Oh, well, it's a bit weird seeing you all. I thought that you were here, but you were standing still, eyes blank. It's good to see that you're finally awake.
I feel like we
what?
need to address that.
no.
We
Wait,
were here.
What?
What, you've been standing here the entire time? I thought you were all sleeping.
Nope. So,
I
Where we
roll
were.
insight.
Alright.
Okay. Oh, man, I was hoping I'd get something funny because I got it denied, but I actually roll slightly decently.
That's the thing. He's a newborn. I just think he's dumb.
Alla Baldwin, Boner Shark the Third. They have the sort of like child innocence, so they seem to say what like they see as if it's truth.
Yeah.
Ah.
I don't think we really got out. I don't think we'll ever be getting out at this rate.
nah, we're fine.
I don't like this.
Win, what you saw was clearly your love for us when we were gone. It manifested into some sort of hallucination that you clearly care about us so much that you wanted us to be here, so you projected us into your own reality.
Make persuasion check.
Alright. Let's go check.
Is
I'm gonna
opium a
insight
word that
a
exists
lot
in
of-
the world, or do I have to make it exist?
What the fuck?
7.0.
I see. This is the thing that you guys that will get to enjoy is that I always roll low.
Alright, hold on a second. This all look at you and like, I don't think I like know you enough for that.
We gave you life. We're basically your parents.
No,
Apart from the whole, yeah, I remember you saying something about the Dreadhound or something.
yes, mother is downstairs.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Wait, so where are
is
we
she
right now?
Single.
We're on the first layer, of course. This place is heaven.
I'm glad you caught that, Joey.
Important question, Win.
Yes.
Is your mother single?
Yes, this place is heaven.
Hell yeah.
There's an answer.
There's an answer. Alright. For you, Thea, as you notice, there seems to be, like, a purple sort of liquid. There's pulsates of, like, lightning on the inside of it, but it makes no noise. The ground itself seems to have been cracked, and the area is shrouded in a, like, purple light.
Hey, Win, Does it rain purple here? Oh, that's a good one. Purple rain.
I don't know. I've never been here before.
No. Wait, so when we were just standing around in your hallucination, you didn't think to walk around and look around?
No,
a bit of
it's
exploring.
It's nice to wait for meals.
That's true. I agree. We're gonna get along great.
Mm-hmm.
Sits on the rocks like
Okay.
starts like kicking the air as like they're basically sitting down.
Hey, I love Albert one. It's great.
I'm gonna detect magic this purple
stuff.
stuff.
Alright. From what you can tell, it seems to be more of a chemical reaction rather than magic.
Oh.
Oh.
What? Is there a check I can make? What to
You can make
what
a
kind
nature or survival check.
Hold on.
Nature
Which one
uses
am I?
int, survival uses wisdom.
Survival it is. 13.
Yes. You sort of look at it. It seems to be more of a stimulant, but also it's basically acts like morphine.
Oh.
Oh, I would have
Beaky,
needed
do I
that.
take a shot?
Fine.
Don't.
Look, if
Dip
my
yourselves in
spine
that.
was still outside of my body, I definitely would have just chugged this shit. But we're good.
But I was asking Beaky if I should take a shot, not you.
You said it out loud, didn't you?
Gonna whisper like
Yeah,
and just
but
be
I
like,
was
"Back
still
to someone with a
asking
vial."
Beaky.
I don't think Beaky is the right person to take advice from.
Beaky looks at you and just simply goes, ba 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 ba.
I see. I give it to my enemies, and then they fall over so I can stab them and take their gold.
Ba, ba,
Very
ba, ba.
smart, Beaky.
Ba 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 ba.
Excellent.
All I heard was
Excellent.
nonsense. He kept talking about some sort of genie. It was weird.
Ba, ba,
Maybe
ba.
my
What you
bird
dream
isn't
of?
as... What?
Ba, 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 ba.
Again, he's talking about genie.
No, he's
Unless-
not.
Are you sure? I feel
Don't
like my
you
avian
dare
needs-
lie and slander Beaky.
What the fuck? Fear, let me up here. I feel safe on you.
Fear, let
Nice.
me ride you. I feel safe up there.
Yeah. Don't put
Mm.
my spine back.
Just don't sit on my
Yes.
face.
Fine.
Well,
You're missing out.
I'll wait for Ives to get back for the thing, too.
Yeah.
Alright.
Do you always
Should I
hold your
counter this?
hands in front of your face? I don't remember.
Yes, after all, they're attached. Just like all eyes.
Wait, I thought you could move your eyes around your body last time.
Yes, they're attached.
What happens if you trip? Where do your eyes go?
Ah,
Do you want to find out?
I feel the fact that you
Don't.
don't know where your eyes go is
Well, I'm
concerning.
asking first. I'm not just gonna shove somebody over.
Why don't you just ask him to do push-ups then? It's kind of the same thing, and you don't need to
But
push him.
There's a difference, because like with push-ups, you know you're getting down on your hands and knees and then putting your feet out and doing that. I'm more curious about the reflex. Because if you fall over, you
Oh.
reflexively put your hands out to catch yourself.
That's true.
why don't
Gonna
we try putting
stare at-
hands on you? And eyes on your
okay.
hands.
Alright, I'm in.
Wait, are we talking about hand-holding right now?
By putting eyes
No,
on
that's
hands and
lewd.
hands on eyes. After all, I need to do this. They like put their like hands in front of your eyes.
Uh-huh.
They move their hand downwards. Take the eye, like hand off, and your eyes are missing from your face. See?
Okay. I hold up my hands. Can I like see in both directions if I put them out to either side?
You see that your hands are now, well, your eyes are now on your hand.
Interesting.
See?
Wow, I look really handsome. I can hold my hands and look at myself.
Wouldn't do it too much, though. mortals tend to break after a while.
Okay, so can I like put them back and reverse it around if I need to look around a corner but don't want to stick my head around the corner?
No, I would have to do it myself, but sure.
Unfortunately, I'm still mortal, so unless you can teach me the trick, I think my eyes are better in me eye sockets.
I could always
That
take
would
your
make-
eyes.
Oh.
Don't we need them?
I kinda need those though. Unless you can like make me be able to see just as good as now, but without them.
But Beaky can look for you. It's not right, Beaky. Bah, 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 bah.
But he doesn't work outside this place.
Hmm.
If he did, then I would.
Well, it's not like you have to leave then. Right?
But
This
I
can be
want to
home.
leave.
Aw. But leaving is...
I live out there.
But you don't know what's on the outside. This place is amazing. Anything you think of, and boom, it becomes true. It's a paradise. Don't humans love paradises?
I don't have. Can I think? Oh wait, hold on.
If I start to think that I don't have the chip in my head, does it start to beep at me?
Beep, 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 beep,
Okay,
beep.
yeah, I stopped thinking that immediately.
I'm just thinking of Chauncey and holding my hands out on top of fear.
Of course, though, you simply have to let go. And, ooh,
what?
You can think of anything. You can stop being
How does that work?
mortal.
Yeah.
Well, all you have to do is accept it. Say Mother's blessed. One of you already have, after all.
Looks over
Perception
to
check.
Ive.
Kumegalol.
They mentioned it last session that it was Ive.
All right, hold on. Ah, man, I remember.
Alright.
I'm talking shit about their AFK.
I'll think about it. How about for now we just put me eyes back?
I'll put his hands in front of his eyes again.
Okay.
I would say, if I had my eyes on my hands, it would make cleaning
Thank you.
the back of my tail way easier.
But how are you gonna hold your lute or whatever instrument you use?
You could always put
No,
your eyes
here's
on
the
your
thing.
tail.
Oh. No, that would be... If I had one on my forehead and one on my tail, then I think it would be handy.
Can you only
it
move
wouldn't
eyes?
be handy because I wouldn't have them on my hands. Wait.
What?
I have so much to think about.
I start writing.
By the way, as like all of you are basically standing around, you feel like a sort of haze over your eyes, and eventually, the area around you begins to shift and turn.
Is it a sort of purple haze?
It's like as if you know when you go into like the Minecraft portal, it's like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
I'm still just gonna keep making like Jimi Hendrix jokes, apparently, because it just keeps coming up.
Ah, yes.
And Prince.
But
Apparently that's the references I'm going with today.
I think it's best if I just move the thing here because it will take a while for the map to load. So suddenly as the haze suddenly fills your vision, eventually the purple disappears.
Start writing. I'm writing big letters, purple haze.
Ah, yes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Minecraft noises. As you eventually find yourself. Oh god, it bunches you up a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it always does, but it's okay. We can fix it.
So, I have a question. What do you guys think about me changing my name to simply a symbol and making it really confusing for anyone to figure out who I am? And people just referring to me as the poet formerly known as Holota Love.
Why
What
would you
guys
do
think?
that?
I don't know. I'm just sort of weird and like out there with
Ricky.
my art.
You could always
I'm
do
real
it.
quirky and not like the other kobold poets.
But why?
That is the question, and also
You just
the
name
answer.
yourself like
No,
H,
it's not
or
an
you spelled
answer.
it
It's
like
just a question.
AECH.
No, it has to be some sort of symbol that not a lot of people really know the name of, so they get confused by it consistently.
Like an ampersand?
Sure.
Oh, what?
What about this? And
Exactly.
he'll draw the lost man.
I feel like I'm just running with the Prince joke today. That's what I've landed on. We started with Purple Rain, and now I'm just gonna go with the Prince jokes.
No. Also, the map's probably going to take a while.
It's
I'm at
27.
27 28.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Thanks.
Yeah, same.
It's fine, it will take Monty a while anyway to come back. Yes, continue to RP right now.
Do you
So
think
yes,
our
I'm-
bodies back in the tavern are just staring blankly into space?
No,
No.
one mentioned it, so I assume our I'm not smart enough to know this. Never mind.
POV dead man's drawing stick figures on all your foreheads right now.
I
Yeah,
like
I
how
think
we're
we're-
lost in here
I like how
forever.
that's what you're doing instead of stealing our money.
Do not steal my money. I will
No,
I'm
be
gonna
very
steal their
angry.
money. Hey Void, can I steal their money?
They're not there.
Ah, we have confirmation.
Oh,
Can I go find and beat the shit out of Faust?
Retcon my retcon. I take all 50 of your gold, bro.
I don't give a shit about your retcon. You only retcon once. Fuck you. You took 15.
He can use my retcon.
Wait, we can retcon once. I have Chauncey back. I never opened text up here.
Ah, yes. You all die.
Yes, but I have Chauncey.
Good.
I have my boy. And I never drank him and then grew a like super long spine.
Every time someone
That was very
retcons, I take
morbid.
1 max HP from them.
I told Autumn about that and she was just like, that's fucking insane and I love it. I was like,
What?
I know, right? I grew double my spine.
Ah, yes.
It's fucking sick. Also, I'm convinced I want to like separate each like spinal column, and I do want to turn it into a whip at some point,
That was my
purely
entire
for
point.
aesthetic purposes, so that I can one day whip Faust.
Mm.
I'm currently trying to
Surprisingly.
find his lubed up ass and beat him senseless.
Surprisingly, it's not in a kinky way. It's purely for revenge.
Good luck getting the whip to stick to him when he's covered in fucking lube.
You can't catch
Actually,
me!
no. If he's covered in lube, it will hurt way more when you whip him. So.
Ah, yes.
Have you ever been slapped while you're wet? It fucking hurts.
Boom.
Don't ask me why that's happened to me.
Alright.
Hey man, we all gotta live our own lives.
Now you have to live with that knowledge in your head.
Oh god, it's only 11% through the last asset. What'd you do?
God, what is this last asset?
109k?
It's just an extremely detailed, like, ray traced gun just on the screen,
Oh
rotating.
no, it's the map.
Oh, fair enough. I can't believe the map's a ray traced spinning gun.
Yeah. Let's
insane.
just say you'll probably be very surprised at the map.
Can't wait for it to just be the one that you guys are on in my campaign.
I'll be back in an hour. Just tell me what.
Void just stole the map that I made for the campaign he's in and put it here.
Yeah.
I don't
There's a bunch of dead
remember if
orcs
I asked.
everywhere.
Hmm.
I don't remember if I asked or not. Dead man, do you have a soul?
I think.
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
I mean, we can find out.
Void,
But we have to.
oh yeah, I meant to ask Void this. How many souls do I have? Cause you know,
1.
I don't have more.
No.
I ate those motherfuckers whole and I don't have it.
That's because
Only their body.
you're
Well, if
immune
you
to
eat an ice cream
cannibalism.
cone, you don't have an ice cream cone.
You are what you eat.
I'm a lot of things.
Oh, why aren't you a Giga Chad?
I'm 5 guys then.
Wait, that means I'm Chauncey. I've become Chauncey. Oh my god.
Impossible.
I'm
He'll
also
always be
Beaky
with
as
you,
well
bro.
because I ate Beaky.
Is that why Sai is a giant dick? Cause he eats dick all the time.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing like the inside of you are 2 wolves meme with Halana.
basically.
With Chauncey and
Wow,
Beaky.
that is a big asset. I figured I should probably
Still
finally
loading
go
on my
look at
end.
it. I'm at 18%.
18%.
I have no idea what the. Oh, is the percentage right next to like bottom right?
What you can do is you can go to Window, Show Transfer Window, and on the top left, and it'll show you what your percentage is for assets in
Oh.
transit.
Oh no, I gotta make a charisma save because I ate the fucking Happy Meal.
Oh, 19%.
Wait.
Okay.
Is it like
Nice.
What's my charisma?
43%.
like
God,
2?
why?
God damn it.
I think it's a Chaw smile to just be happy for the next 7 hours, and you have to RP yourself as like completely upbeat and happy.
That's really fucked
Oh.
up considering the in-character news I just got.
You have a plus 0 to charisma.
Well, don't need a happy meal.
You have no
Don't be
charisma.
happy.
I have
One
no
of the-
charisma.
You have
One of the
11
other-
charisma, so it's plus 0.
The other campaign that I'm running at the moment has
You rolled it.
an item called a chalice filled with the laughter of small children, which literally makes people laugh
I
and
was about
smile
to
for like an hour.
We try to load up the map.
You rolled a 2?
This map is still loading for me, Void. It's
Yeah.
like a fucking.
It's fucking huge, that's why.
Look, I'm telling you, it's just a
47%.
ray traced gun.
It fucking Chains has the same map, but it's slightly different, so it still has to completely fucking load. I'm gonna raise this down to the ground.
You guys have the same map, but it's just like 50% smaller.
Oh no.
Is this what you guys have to deal with when you load into the maps that I make for you?
No.
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 Oh, is it not that this bad? Oh, okay.
It's probably because this map may be unoptimized as to fun.
Oh, probably.
Yes.
I think the biggest map, I think, is the one that you guys are currently on, and it's 8,000 by 8,000.
Yes. Oh,
But it's a big fucking map.
this is 10,000 to 10,000.
Oh yeah, that'll do it though.
Oh, the main
Jesus
event.
Christ. Monty, we're just loading into a new area. We talked to Albduin, our lovely hand eye buddy.
Ah, yes.
In the
We
meantime,
can make
Made.
you have your eyes in your hands.
Yes.
while we're waiting for the map to load, let's go to Tavern POV as Dead Man's facing the consequences of his actions.
Ah, yes.
By the Happy Meal.
It's fine. It's not even your session, so.
Shut up. Something to do.
Nah. Ah,
Hey,
yes.
boy, can I eat the heart now?
Goes to the guild. Looks at the guild.
No, Dora's typing in Tavern.
Ah,
Forfeits
yes.
all mortal possessions into the guild.
Yes. Just dying. Give all of them to the guild. They'll love it.
No, I'm not giving fuck the guild. If I die, I don't die.
Yeah.
You're now dead.
You've interacted with our group. You're definitely going to die. What do you mean?
Yes.
Can't believe he death flagged himself. Feels bad, man.
God, I have
Yeah.
Badlands.
You've been
I
robbed,
I
and now they need
flagged
to
him
kill
when I
you.
mentioned him that we could give his soul to Albduin.
Wait, my soul? Fuck off.
Yeah. Because in character I went, there's an orc looking for someone called a dead man. Why don't we just give them their soul?
Villandry tax killer.
Yeah.
I hate Shackles,
Little-
I mean.
Little bit of murder never hurt anyone.
Yeah, I hate
If you
chains.
ignore the person who got murdered.
60%.
Yes.
I'm probably gonna.
Oh, you guys are having percentages?
If you window in the top left, you click show transfer window, it'll show you the progress on the last piece.
Yeah.
27 to 28.
I'm at 31.
So that'll be the total number of assets. That can be anything from like tokens to extra background things. Right now, we're loading like a what would you say, like 10k by 10k map.
Oh, I'm on 30%.
Yeah.
Hey.
And it's just called Town, which is
Town.
what worries me.
Yeah, it's a town.
So we went
Yeah,
from the
that's-
guild.
Yo,
That's
wait,
why
does
I'm
this have a
worried.
general store, bro?
It's called the True Start,
would
the
be
guild,
funny if
the
he
Abyss,
left.
and then Town.
Yeah.
Wait, we're still
Hello.
streaming, right?
Yes.
So you
And
can't
now,
say
folks,
funny words.
if you and now, folks, if you care to, the poetic stylings of Whole Lotta Love.
Oh fuck! Let me get out
Yeah.
the poetry generator.
Give us some poetry.
Dead man's gone.
I will be right back.
I'm Danny Phantom. What the fuck?
All right. Give me a tone. Happy, sad, angry.
Angry.
Happy.
Sad.
Happy for the happy meal.
True. The gender of the person the poem is about, male, female. It doesn't have non-binary, which is fucked up.
Let's see. It could be for regalia.
All right. Female. Something belonging to that person must be a singular noun. E.g., frog, chocolate.
Flower.
Right now?
Flower. Okay.
Or you could use red gem.
True. I'll do flower for now. 2 adjectives to describe the above. So the flower.
Sweaty.
Sweaty flower.
Beautiful.
Next adjective.
Beautiful.
Okay, beautiful. Oops.
Do you need the third?
Jesus Christ, 1 second. Stuff's being weird.
Oh no, poem generator.exe is not working.
Kind of, yeah.
%73%.
Danny Phantom in the tavern.
Sweaty, beautiful. Alright, see what poem we get. Alright, I'll do this in Holotter's voice.
Whose flower is that? I think I know. Its owner is quite happy though. What? Full of joy like a vivid rainbow.
Frost.
I watched her laugh. I cry hello. God, I'm sad. She gives her flower a shake. Weird. And laughs until her belly aches. The only other sounds the break of distant waves and birds awake.
What the fuck is this poem?
It's Robert Frost stopping by the woods on a snowy evening, but they're changing some of the adjectives and stuff around.
It's fucking funny.
The flower is sweaty, beautiful, and deep.
And
but she has promises to keep. After cake and lots of sleep, sweet dreams come to her cheap.
Oh.
She rises from her gentle bed with thoughts of kittens in her head. She eats her jam with lots of bread ready for the day ahead.
There you go.
Clap, clap, clap.
Thank you. I'm incredibly talented, and I'm definitely not using
Needed more
fucking
sweaty
poem
adjectives.
generator.
Needed more sweat.
I was clapping, but you couldn't hear it.
It's like the other 993 lines.
Sweet.
Damn. And there you
God,
go.
I could have this generate an entire sonnet. Wake
me up when this map loads, someone.
Wake me up.
Water.
Wake me up when the map loads.
It'll be when September ends.
I always got my backup map. But it's
Mickey Mouse Sonnet House.
I've already used that map for 2 campaigns.
If this is fucking Chains map, I'm gonna be upset.
I mean, you would be the first to load
Why?
it.
You're loading it early.
Yeah.
Does it change? If it doesn't matter if I load early, I have 4 other people to wait for.
Okay, so talk to them. They're people.
No, they're not.
Just do everything before they get there.
Dean's a halfling. He's not really a people.
He's not people.
It's fucked up and true.
I'm 50% of the way through.
If it becomes too long, I can quite literally just use the backup map.
No, we're halfway there, Void.
I think I'm halfway. Hold on.
Alright.
I'm over halfway.
We're halfway there.
Alright.
Whoa, living on a prayer.
Window show transfer.
Halfway there.
It's literally just us walking down a hill while Holotter's just reciting the 1,000
To be fair,
poems
it's a
that he's
very
been
big
writing.
hill.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait,
It's
zoom
the
out
abyss,
on the
it's deep.
stream.
What? Me?
Zoom out on the stream.
Alright.
I love that I can't even go to the guild because it's loading something there.
There you go.
This abyss isn't so funky fresh.
Yeah.
What if it was? Oh, Tang, that's good.
But yes, I do also have a backup map if you just want to be really quick.
No.
55%, bro. I'll
I
make
want
it.
the full. Yeah, I want the full experience now.
97%.
Ah, yes.
Jesus Christ.
I'm at 56.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
I showed the stream how big the map was.
I feel like I'm not going to open the stream. I just want to wait and see.
Nice. I just realized I've been saying episode 3 this entire time and not episode 4.
No, you said episode 4.
We went over this at the start.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Holy shit, this is big.
Oh, there we go. All I can see.
Hey Void, want to load up the Pokemon randomizer while we wait?
Pokemon Street.
I'm gonna start playing TFT while I wait.
Ah, yes.
I've been
We
playing.
could play Tetris while we wait.
Ooh. Yo, Tetris.
Bro, open up chess right now.
Why chess when we could play Tetris?
Tetris is the superior game.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Hex
Tetris
is in
my fucking
first.
jam.
I am
You don't
Hex
have
have really
Tetris.
bad internet too. Don't you have crappy
Yeah, I
internet?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Ah,
I'm
yes.
also I think I'm the closest physically to
It's-
Void as well.
No, it's because Hex is using Hamachi.
Oh.
Hamachi's faster than Engrok.
Again,
You make
this
the
is
lobby
why
monster.
you should move over to Foundry. It loads fast.
Opium.
Same Void.
What do you mean? It took so long to load up your map.
Yeah, but not this long, and it's only 2,000 pixels.
Ah, yes.
Oh, I'm opening this. I got really good at Tetris because I would sit and wait at the dentist growing up.
Yeah, you know, I like Star's game, but he railroads me. Like, he doesn't let me do anything.
Oh my god.
Alright, you're fucking dying tomorrow.
Easy, I just mute Discord. I sit in
I let
complete
you-
silence.
I let you topple a fucking statue.
Okay.
I straight up was like, you get a nat 20, you can do this thing that you want to do. But yeah, I'm railroading you.
You let me.
Also, you fucked up some people last session. Void wasn't there for it. He missed it. Which I'm not going to mention because he's streaming, because it's that bad.
Ah, yes.
He.
Fedora made it worse. Somehow.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't justify what she did. She made it. Like, what you did was fucked up. What she did was really fucked up.
What? Why? Why would
Look,
you
man.
do that to them? I'm already doing the thing. You don't need to double down.
Those orcs were gonna die, but Adora had to make them suffer.
I'm at 69%. Just wanted to let you guys know.
happened,
Nice.
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 Oh dear.
I'll give like the very like
I'm at 70, sad.
I'll let you guys
I
put
haven't
together
played in months.
what happened. There was a rope and Rogi and orcs
Has a
on the
climb
ground.
speed.
Yeah, Rogi's character has a climb speed and a rope. And Adora can make things vomit. There you go.
Ah, yes.
That's all you need, and whatever you're putting together
This
in your head
is
probably
this is
isn't
why
something.
I don't want to know. There we go.
Yeah.
Simple.
There you go.
If I don't need to know, I don't want to know.
Pretty
Simple.
cheap
One
what I
day-
want with the climb speed.
I
Like you
Yeah.
you can get rid of it now. I already achieved what I want.
Nah, you got it now. At some point, I'll edit down those streams, and they'll be amazing.
Oh no.
Still don't get why you didn't like our names for the dead Kraken.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you didn't like Star.
Oh, right. I
Flag.
forgot that I repressed that whole bit.
It's also BRB, I'm gonna get a drink. Bleh.
Yeah. We will entertain the stream then. PP.
I refuse. I'm not your cheap entertainment because I'm not an entertainer.
I did theater. I'm definitely an entertainer.
I never did theater.
I've never once been entertained.
I did theater. I was forced to.
Oh, fair enough. No, I just did it because I genuinely enjoyed it.
That's fair. I wanted to be a background person, but they kept giving me roles because they needed people to do random stuff.
Fair.
No, it's fear.
Who would have guessed that me, the theater?
How long have you been waiting to do that? I need to know.
I did not think of it until now.
Nice.
I'm sure it feels good or feels bad.
You hear a clicking, it's my neck. Sorry.
Your neck can be doing that?
Yeah, I can make it click. I can make all of my body click. It's fucking weird. Like that dude in SpongeBob who's like, every day I wake up and break my arms and legs. It's just every time I get out of bed, my shins crack. I'm like, why?
Oh, man.
This is the thing. I should be, but like, it doesn't ache or anything. Like, I feel completely fine.
I had the same thing at work the other day. I like cracked my neck, and like 3 people like 10 feet away looked over at me. I was like, "Did you just like crunch something?"
Oh, I always get looks. Like, I'll be on the train and I'll like stretch out my arms and my elbows will crack, and people will like quickly shoot a look at me like I just did something terrible, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, my left elbow pops.
I'm a broken
right,
human being.
very
Leave me be. My body is just slowly decaying.
We're all doing that, bud.
The ground. True.
I'm an old man.
Beep boop. I was loaded.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I'm at 87%.
Ah, yes.
Same.
At this point, we can't turn back. This is like
There
we've
was a
gone down
point
the
where
wrong
we could have
road.
turned back, and
Yeah.
we've clearly crossed it.
We've gone down the wrong road. It took an hour later. We could have turned back 15 minutes into the journey, but we just said, nah, we're fine.
We're in a completely different state, or whatever the
Yeah.
UK has.
Yes.
Nothing.
Listen-
Villages.
Listen, my dad's watching.
The UK has
My
nothing.
dad's watching
There
the
we
show.
You
I
heard it here
Dad.
first. The UK has nothing.
Hello, boy, Dad.
The UK
Yes.
has a random village like 2 miles down the road where everyone has a completely different accent to you.
Yes.
The equivalent
You
of
can't
going
understand
to
how they speak.
the equivalent of going to a different state in the UK is going into a different country, I think.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like if I wanted to go to another state, like the equivalent to the US, it would literally be I go and visit Void. So I'm just going to another country.
Oh no. You're in Wales.
I know, that's the first thing I would say when I get into Wales is, oh no, I'm in Wales. See, the only reason I've never been to Wales is because of my first name is actually Jonah, and I don't want to be in any Wales.
Damn.
I ain't giving them that shit.
Dwi dim yn moyn hoffi Cymraeg achos mae'n diflas.
Shut up.
I agree, Void.
What?
He's casting spells again, everyone run.
He sounds like fucking Doodlebob.
I'm speaking Welsh.
Made up.
Oh, you're
Okay.
casting spells, we know what you're doing.
Welsh is a cool language, but I can
It
never understand it.
No. Oh, Void, can you go ahead and say microwave in Welsh, because it's my favourite thing.
Poppity ping.
Yeah.
Wait,
You were
really?
making shit up.
Wait, is that actually?
That's what
That's
that's
a
what it's called.
legit thing.
Bing.
My friend Katie taught me that, and I was like,
It's
that,
like,
I love the Welsh language.
It's like
So
when you
beautiful.
want to say fish, you say posgod. Yes. Also, it's not actually Michael. It's not actually Poppity Ping.
No, it's like, it's something else.
But everyone fucking Wales calls it Poppity Ping.
Yeah, because why wouldn't
No,
you?
it's
Honestly,
culturally
that's-
microwave.
It's actually it's Microdon.
That is what I would really I would assume someone who like takes all the jokes about British slang assumes they call it.
Yes, that is what it sounds like. It's just like, oh, people in England call the microwave poppity ping.
But don't...
Like, no, it's the fucking Welsh.
I mean,
That's who does it.
It's more the fact when you talk like just say
Right.
fish is a lot more where it's just oh, Scott.
I'm in.
I'm in.
What? Who the heck is that?
Oh, I know this map.
Ah,
I'm
yes.
still. I'm
I've seen this
100%,
map
but I'm not
somewhere else
in.
before.
I'm in.
All right, is everyone in?
2-1, I'm better than you are.
Yeah, the Hackerman, I'm in.
All right.
I'm in.
Damn, Void, I
Yes.
can't believe
Put my token down. I'm in.
All right.
Void, I can't believe you don't have walls that cast shadows down.
Damn.
Make it
That's
load
cool.
even longer.
Yeah.
It to take longer.
There's an abbey. We must burn it to the ground and
Uh,
replace their
Hell
gods
yeah,
with new
I'm all
ones.
about that.
So
Everyone get your Guy Fawkes masks.
as you basically feel the haze about you, your vision changes and you don't seem to be in the purple rivers anymore, and instead a very nice bright sky, sunny day. It's nice and warm on your skin, and there seems to be a tiefling standing in front of you.
Beaky, we ain't in Kansas no more. Not that we ever was, but we ain't.
They look
This Japan?
They look towards you, a bit shocked at people, but it's like, oh, well, welcome there, travelers. How you doing?
Hello there. A pleasure to meet you. I am a whole lot of love, and the rest of them can introduce themselves.
You like oranges?
Oh,
Good question.
well, I like a nice standy meal. Indeed.
I offer her an for him, her.
They take an orange and take a bite into it and go, oh, well, this is a very nice meal. Thank you.
They didn't peel the orange.
Huh.
They just
Maybe
put
I
half
did.
of it in them. Oh, did you? Oh, okay. I was gonna find it.
Isn't it
very
a
funny if
special
they
orange
just-
anyway?
That's fair, yeah. Good
But
point.
yes, oh, well, we really like travelers around here. What's your names?
That's
But
unknown.
what's yours?
Oh, well, a pleasure. The name is Leaf.
Leah.
Yes.
Ah. And why
that a
do
joke?
you like travelers so much?
Oh, well, they bring new stories, new adventures, new tastes, new feelings, all sorts of the many things in their travels.
I feel like tastes is the thing that worries me the most in that
Food.
sentence. Yes.
Like your
Are
friend
we
here.
the food. Oh, okay, good. The wording, the phrasing is
Just
very...
zoom in on the eyes and ask yourself, does that look like the face of Mercy?
No.
All right, there we
No,
go.
it does not.
There we go. They're all cannibals. Continue.
Well, seeing as you're here, I think the Mailer would really like to meet you. After all, we barely get any visitors.
Oh, I hate
Where are
that
we?
You... Kansas,
Oh.
Japan.
Kansas, Japan.
Yeah.
God, they look at you with like a smile on their face, and it's like, oh, well, I didn't know that you would not know what the name of this town. Well, this place is called Galaxyville.
What?
All right, hold
I'm
on.
sorry.
I'm rolling
Please
insight.
repeat that.
Yes.
I am also rolling
There we
insight.
go. Low roll. I believe her.
Oh,
Yes.
Galaxyville. What a wonderful name.
Yes.
Man, is this place
14.
some sort of covered in stuff in
Nat
like,
20.
galaxy or maybe star-clad?
Oh,
Would
no.
you say?
Oh, no, this place is mostly
Fuck you.
about
Thank
the
fuck.
the praisal to the stars and such. The twilight is a very common place, so we praise the stars.
What about the
I'll
sun?
be honest. I'm all about praising the stars. I'm in.
Oh,
I agree. Praise the stars.
The sun isn't as fun. It damages your skin, my precious friends.
I never had that problem.
Neither have I.
No. Well, I guess you're really outgoing then.
Wait, why does the sun hurt you?
Sunburn.
How long does it take for you to get sunburn?
like an hour, but when you have to do work on the outside, it's so annoying.
Concerning. Do you not have some sort of shade? Yeah, like just wear a big hat. Look at ours.
Like,
Here, have one of mine.
They are wearing a hat.
I'm gonna give her a straw hat.
There you go. Don't worry, it will appear back on my head in a second.
She's wearing a hat.
Yeah, it doesn't cover your fucking head though.
Not no brim, bro.
All right, as
If
you
you're getting sunburned.
It's a Yankee with no brim.
as you take off your straw hat, it disappears in your hands and it's back on your head again.
What the fuck? This worked when I gave it to Chauncey, and then another one just appeared on my head.
Oh, well, yes, you should really see the mayor. The mayor really likes new people. It could set you
Are you
over
not
ruin.
Are you not surprised that a hat just disappeared from my hand as
What
I was
hat?
trying to give it to you and then appeared on my... Oh, fucking... Oh, no.
Where would he be? The mayor?
Oh, well, he'd be out the front. He's always waiting for new people.
Wait,
I can take you.
your mayor's the greeting group?
Yes.
Am I the only one that's concerned about the fact that the mayor waits for
All
new
of
people
your
to get
hats
here?
were fake to begin with.
What the fuck did
Why do you think I don't have a hat?
Because you're fake as well.
Yeah.
I
don't know, your little robot buddy seems fine though. Why is he running?
Spiral has gained his
worry about
breast condition.
It's folding over. Can I get up?
He curled up in a ball in the floor.
Oh. Just gonna walk over and pick it up and just like give it back to.
Yeah, I think it broke.
So far, another one out of his bag.
Oh, right, you don't care about the concept of death. Right, forgot about that.
Are you one
Well,
of them
it's-
wizards?
Have you
You could say
put that together?
No wonder you don't care about death. That's just like a wizard.
True. They don't give a fuck.
So, I can guide you to him.
Sure, let's go to our demise.
What do you think of Beaky?
What Beaky?
Yep, there it is. They
He's
can't
right
see.
there.
No,
they
they don't
look up and down. Then they see the bird as like, oh, a raven. Little birdie.
What the fuck?
Excellent. Beaky's a real bird now.
What the f...
I'm just gonna take
I'm
off the
very
hat and
confused.
stare at it for a while, just like.
Why aren't you real?
No,
Why?
no, I believe her.
Alright.
Nothing's wrong here. Trust the government.
What does a nat 20 insight give?
What? She's very happy.
Oh, I fucking hate this.
What? Alright. As you go to about
I hate
here,
this shit.
There's nothing wrong here. I rolled a
there's
3.
there's a finely dressed nobleman man who's just waiting at the front. He seems to just be like occasionally tapping his foot, looking at his wristwatch and stuff, and then he looks up and has a grin on his face, a smile as he goes, "Oh well, hello there, visitors. Good to see that there are new people.
I like this guy.
A pleasure, a pleasure.
nice.
The name is Mayor Sneaker, or Sneaker, as somebody calls me, or Snake."
Okay, I take it back.
Do you like the serpentine thingamajigs or what?
Oh no, it's simply passed down through the family. All the same names, all the same things, you see.
Right. That's...
Are you all mayors? Is this like you're all mayors?
Well,
Okay, I was gonna say the exact same thing. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
well, Mayors isn't exactly a big title around here. All of us are the same and all together.
Ah, there it is.
What's that mean?
Well, it just means that all of us see each other as equal partners and equal people.
I'm inciting him to see if he actually believes that.
Yeah,
Please roll low. Please roll low.
I-
Yes! He believes it.
I
Oh,
don't.
That sounds wonderful, but doesn't every ship need a captain?
Oh, well, that's where, of course, the tire of mail comes along. It's me who greets the new people in. After all, for whatever reason, the outside think that leadership is needed in places, but here we're perfectly fine.
And where exactly are we? Like, geographically speaking?
Oh, well, he, like, looks around. We're in Galaxyville.
Yeah. Yeah, where is that in the grand scope of things? We got very lost.
Ah, well, of course you would get lost. Well, this is the first layer of the abyss. Heaven!
Oh,
Oh.
good. Oh, good. Okay.
know.
That
Alright.
actually... Alright.
What do you see when you look at Beaky?
Oh, well, that's a nice raven you got there. Pat, pat, pat.
Alright, have an orange. You're a good lad.
Oh, well, thank you. He takes a bite out of it.
Excellent.
Fuck it. I may as well ask. Do you know anything about a dreadhound?
Alec and Thea would see that they're pretty happy people. The mayor looks at you and is just... A dreadhound? Never heard of that before.
Can I insight that?
Yes.
We just got told by a man with eyes on his hands that that's their dad. 14.
When they mentioned the dreadhound, that eye sort of twitched.
Ah, well, it's a shame you don't know anything. Thank you for greeting us to your lovely Galaxyville, as you put it.
Of course. Well, seeing as all of you are new, I would like to invite you to my mansion.
Really?
Yes, I have many food set up and everything in order to invite travelers and such. After all, you must have had a very long trip.
Does everyone have a mansion?
Oh, well, each of us has our own designated buildings, which can be sort of a mansion.
But no, wait, hold on. If you said you're all equal, but you don't all have the same size house, that sounds like you're just a captain, but you're pretending to be a member of the crew.
Oh,
just embrace being a captain, man. It's better that way.
Well, the reason being is because I'm married. I'm the only one here married.
Well, in that case, it kind of sounds like this place is more of an autocracy that's shelling itself as some sort of socialist system.
I have no idea what any of those words mean.
What? All right. You said a couple words there. I understood
Can I not be into politics as well as poetry?
Lead the way.
I understood and well as.
Of course. And I can introduce you to our other townspeople. They would be so glad to meet you. After all, adventurers and such are hearty with muddy tales, correct?
No.
Okay.
What about tales?
I don't have a tail.
I was making myself laugh way too much because of just the silence after a lot of us just like, oh yeah, it's an autocracy shelling itself as a socialist system.
I understood shell.
You speak it.
Yeah, he bangs on his door. It's like, Cooker, where are you? We have visitors.
What's a cooker? Is that a chef?
Yes, it's our designated chef. He cooks all the food around here.
It's definitely an autocracy.
The door opens and... Hello.
Oh, that looks like a cooker. You want an orange, Mr. Cooker? Miss Cook... that cooker.
No, I can't. I don't want it here to ruin my appetite.
Even one orange?
Yep. After all, when you're full and you cook, you tend to have bad ideas. But I appreciate the offer, and it's good to see that there's new people around here.
Bad egg doesn't want oranges.
Oh.
Right.
Well, yes, do you want me to cook up a fine meal at the mansion for you people then? Yes, indeed. Come along. Okay.
By the way, Captain, they definitely know something about the Dreadhound. They were like, their eyes were twitching when I mentioned it.
What? Is that like a big scary dog?
Do you not remember?
One moment, please.
Wait.
I got no idea what you're talking about, lad.
Wait.
Was there a big scary dog I needed to remember?
Win talked about it, as well as, you know,
And I'm just gonna point at Beaky.
that thing.
Who's Win?
What?
How do you?
Albertwin. The guy who put your...
Oh,
Yes, him. The Dreadhound is his
I
dad.
thought that was Boner Shank or something.
That's also his name.
Wow, wait. Are they a noble? They got more than one name?
I would assume so. They were a giant fiery skeleton that came out of lava.
That just makes them special, doesn't make them a noble.
Well, what's a noble if not just a normal person who has designated themselves as a special individual in society?
Someone else has to make you a noble by recognizing you as such.
But who was the first noble?
Are
It
you
was
two
someone
going
who
to come?
decided- Oh, sorry. Politics.
I got distracted. This man's
uh,
talking about a giant scary dog and I
well,
was
thank you.
confused.
Thank you, Void. I was just gonna keep
Yes.
going with that until you said something.
Autocracy.
The mayor, you see a what seems to be like a peasant sort of looking. He's in rags and like farming equipment. He's like, well, this is Slasher here. He's the good old people who takes care of the farm.
Why not call them farmer then?
Well, I mean, Slasher is because his father was called Bludgeoner. And of course, his father before him was then, of course, called Piercer.
Piercer? Okay,
Yes.
yeah, I assume.
I'm gonna
so.
whisper to this guy.
What's your favorite thing to cut?
Eggs.
Oh, good lad. You want an orange?
Yeah, I don't want some oranges.
I passed him an orange.
Oh,
I
thanks.
passed him an orange.
Thanks.
Excellent. Cut the pig for me.
Yeah. I've already cooked a bit.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Cooker, I got some ingredients for you. Right.
I'm just gonna go to every individual and tell them about the Dreadhound thing. Because Captain doesn't give a shit.
Alright.
And I love it.
Well then, I'll be it.
Is Slasher actually holding a pig?
No.
Oh, I was hoping.
He was.
He
but the
was.
pig is dead now.
Alright, and then they'll carry on. There we go. And oh yes, well I can show you the general area of here. So, of course we have the community well. If you need water and such, a great use of resources and that. Then of course we got our local church dedicated, of course, to perfect goddess. And then
Which goddess is that, by the way?
Ah,
Just curious.
Dorella, of course. The goddess of
Oh, do they have a
Oh.
child?
Twilight. The goddess of Twilight, of course. Yeah, you can roll religion.
Fear's
Man,
gonna
I
get
don't
some
want to
water.
roll high. Like, can I just absorb everybody's low rolls? Cause it's fun.
You can
Oh,
choose to
don't
give
worry,
your
here.
self disadvantage.
But like,
Let
that's
me
not
do a religion
authentic.
check and you
Yes.
take my dog shit roll that I'm about to have.
Ah, yes.
Mm.
Basically.
That was supposed to add a +1, but okay.
Oh, yeah, it should, shouldn't it? No, that's int. So I have a flat 0.
Oh,
'Cause I have
okay.
9 intelligence.
Yes.
So that's fine.
I don't know gods.
Good.
Of course.
Someone has to know it.
Of course, the cleric would though.
You're a wizard. You're against gods.
So
I'm not a
Alec,
wizard.
I
what
know. but-
what you know of Dorella? The rest of you would only have like knowing that they're a god, but not know specifically and all that. Dorella is specifically the god of the twilight. The space when you look up into the sky and see the stars, that's the twilight you see up there. It's specifically the realm between realms. Haha, joke. But Dorella has a very well, the best description would be she is very anti-sentience. She really doesn't like living things, including
okay.
undead too.
This makes a lot
That's
of sense.
pretty
now.
based, actually.
Mostly she is, there's a group of paladins, I could say this was 16, known as the Watchers. It's specifically if you become like a Watcher, cleric, and things like that. But basically they are people who believe in Dorella that want anti-plane travel. So if there's things like plane travel
I
and
remember
stuff,
the Watchers.
yeah, they appear and they basically cut off the plane connection.
By chance, does she have a child with I don't know, eyes in the palm of their hands?
No.
All right. Moving on.
Right. And then the mayor will point over towards their right, which is this way, and be like, "That's the guest room, of course. We don't use it though, as it's turned into a temporary medical place."
Wait, didn't you say you like having guests and new people come here? Why wouldn't the guest place be ready?
Well, we weren't expecting people to be here so soon.
But
Why were you waiting
soon as
outside?
compared to what?
Gate.
Hmm?
What? Weren't you waiting at the gate? And did all of you just turn in sync? Oh, never mind. Just trick of my eyes.
Well then, it doesn't really matter. But yes, if any of you have medical problems and such, be sure to, well, talk to one of us and we can take you to, that place, as we will heal you up. We have many bandages and stuff in stock, so...
Don't worry, I can just be Batista bombed if my spine grows out of my back again.
What the Batista bomb?
Can I peek through this window?
Grand poet that I met once.
Wait, what the fuck?
Fae.
Oh. Alright, as you take a look through the window, what you see is a green runic symbol and a flower made of pure stars, like, basically in the middle.
Hey, that's my
do you
shtick.
think
What the
that's
fuck?
valuable?
Ba, 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 ba.
All right.
What's an appraisal check?
Oh, what?
Like, what would be an appraisal check to determine something's value?
Investigation.
Okay.
Damn.
I don't know what that'll get me.
I mean, it looks like well, they've mentioned as a church and it's a religious item, so it could be worth a bit.
It looks bit too big to carry, though. I wonder why they like a goddess that says no to people being smart.
Onwards.
So they don't have to put in any work. They don't have to be smart.
B, are you looking for the window?
Yes.
Alright, as you take a look through the window, you see like a bunch of basically tongs, medical supplies, bandages, all sorts laying about. Blood seems to be like dripped all over the place. Specifically though, only on the beds.
I'm concerned about my mount. So I'm joining them.
What do you see, Fear? Is it really concerning and worrying?
Well, there's a lot of medical tools. How often did they say they get guests here?
Considering they're waiting by the gate apparently day and fucking night, I would say it's very fucking concerning that there's a guest house full of blood and medical supplies.
Well, the guests must just be... Oh, wait, I'm not near you. Never mind.
You have incredible hearing, Captain.
Wait, hold on. Let me just roll perception.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, that's not
Nah,
bad.
I'm gonna say that's a no.
I mean, how far are we?
This is
Like 25.
Is this a candle?
Yes.
I'm also just gonna make a perception.
I'm gonna take the candle.
Right? You now have a candle. You radiate
lit
5
candle
feet
or
of
a
light.
non-lit candle?
It's lit.
Oh, okay.
You now radiate 5 feet of light.
I feel like that's gonna be obvious.
15 perception.
What are
You
you doing?
look around. It seems pretty quiet around. Things left about and all that.
Are these crystals here?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, be sure not to touch those crystals. Yes.
What are they?
What do they do?
Well, they are meteorites taken down from oh so great Dorella. If you touch them, well, let's just say your soul won't be so good. I recommend that, we're trying to get them cleaned out and been waiting for a cleric for about 2 weeks now.
Okay, what if you already lost your soul before?
Good question.
Yeah. Do you know what? I've already done my thing with the spine. Anyone else want to take a chance?
Wait, Ives.
Roll the dice.
Ives. What are you doing?
Oh no.
There we go.
I'm just gonna.
Are you
can I
touching the
just pull out
crystal
a
there,
deck?
short girl?
I'm gonna use my tail as a deck chair and just sit back.
Ives.
That's
Okay.
a shame.
Okay.
That's a shame. I was hoping for a show.
I mean, you can bite through that smile.
Oh.
I
don't recommend it, but...
Alright, so,
Beaky.
here.
Why don't you figure out? You're a smart bird.
Fear, if you do it, I'll snap your spine back into position.
Beaky
I
sounds
looked
Pay the
at.
favor.
enthusiastic.
I looked down at Holada.
You're looking pretty far down.
Ah, this hurt my neck looking up at you.
I might have an idea for later.
Alright, I'm
Wait.
about it.
Wait, are
I'm
you
gonna
gonna
pick up
push someone
Holada.
against it?
Please don't push me into the crystals.
Get pranked.
I've
Maybe
already
later.
been horrifically
Get
injured.
pranked. Your soul's gone. Get pranked.
Wait, is this open as an area?
No. That's a wall.
Ah, sad.
You cannot
I
no
was gonna
clip.
fly over.
Just T-pose through the wall.
Alright, they'll basically like, push open the door and walk on in. And here we are! Welcome to my place.
I'm not
He
being
gets
a
like an
fucker.
entire.
Okay, there we
Wait,
go.
ain't this like half the city?
Pretty much, yeah. It's almost as if the people who believe in individuality are in fact not believing in individuality and just...
Don't you mean collective individuality?
You know
Yes.
what, that is a good
Yeah.
point. Yeah, sure.
When you mentioned the trees, Fia, with your pretty trees thing, you notice that the trees seem to be a lot more different than the ones on the outside. These ones are green and vibrant. These seem to be more pink and basically cherry blossoms.
What a horrific
Are they
colour.
good to eat?
They smell very sweet. Are you asking at him?
Too sweet. Too sweet.
Well, and yes, of course, open up the door and go on in. Come in, come in.
After I said, what a horrific colour, I then am walking behind Ive looking at their hair, just like...
What?
I don't... A lot doesn't like pink.
Ah, yes.
What the fuck?
They're
That
walking.
sounds like a lot of bullshit.
Now that we're here, I think
Who
you
said
should
that?
meet my wife.
Who said that? Who wants to square up?
Wait a minute. Yes, and you should meet my wife, Grim. Grim.
Your wife, you say?
For criminal.
Is her name just wife?
No,
God,
of
I
course.
hope so. That won't make it hard to forget.
Running down the
Oh, no, I'm
stairs,
sorry.
you see a noble
Wife
woman.
her.
Oh yes, wifer, of course.
Oh no, my
Don't be so rude.
no, my wife is called Grim. Is that right, Grim?
Crim or grim? Like, are you insulting your wife's appearance? Okay. I thought you were gonna say your wife is grim.
No.
I was like, that's fucked up.
Hey, that's right, dear. She just nods.
Is it short for anything? Like Crimothy?
No,
Benjamin?
it's just called Grim.
Alright.
And she talk?
Ah, well, when you ask that, Grim, you can speak, can't you? She shakes her
Why?
head.
What?
Ah,
It seems that
Why are
Grim
you
can't
asking
speak.
her a question every time?
Well, isn't it good to have them ask them themselves? She's a bit shy, after all.
Snaker.
Then she could
did
hide
you-
up the stairs.
I'm curious.
Yes.
Snaker, did you know that she can't speak? Up until just now.
Oh, of course I knew she couldn't speak.
Okay, just curious. I don't want to be insensitive, but you seem a little bit forgetful, or you just don't present a lot of knowledge that seems to be apparent for most people. My apologies. It's a pleasure to meet you, Crim.
And I'll like do a fucking extravagant bow because I'm realizing no one's talking.
Pleasure to meet you. Make your acquaintance.
What's he mean, make an acquaintance? It's a big fancy word.
She does like a bow to you, and then is just like does a bow, nod to you, and give a wave.
I'll walk back and wait for someone else to be polite.
Well,
Fucking work on your manners.
we should go eat for a meal.
sure. I'm down for food.
Alright. He'll gesture towards this door and go, in here, after all. Grim, come sit by me.
Why are your nights missing textures?
What's a texture?
You see that there are bright purple gems on the top of the knights when you inspect it.
Alright, Captain.
Alright, wait, hold on. I'm gonna do what I should have done at like the very beginning of meeting this people, and I'm gonna do this.
There it is.
Ah, yes, divine sense.
I forgot I was a paladin. Don't worry about it.
I love that.
This is a pretty big AoE, actually. This is probably like the best place to do it.
Yeah, 60 feet. Yeah. Let's see. Undead. You don't know.
Oh.
What? Wait.
What is this symbol?
Oh, it's so on the symbol here is a triangle with a rose that is bleeding.
Oh, the same we saw on like the other thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Follow me.
Hey, wait, miss. What do you do?
She like tilts her head sideways.
He doesn't want to. Okay, here, let me clarify. He doesn't want to ask, "What are you?" He's like, "Hey, what do you do?" So it's like maybe like I don't know. You get hit from a job or something.
And just be like, here, and I'll give her a parchment and some pen.
She's like, that's a cooker, that's a slasher. I don't know what she does. He claims to be a mayor, but he's also a talker.
They take the piece of paper, get like a pen, and start like writing in it. They show you like the piece of paper.
Is it just blank?
On it is text that seems to give you a headache when you look at it.
Oh, wait, where's
Phone.
Their headache? Oh, it hurts. I look away.
I would like to phone a friend.
I look away.
Someone has
I
a
look
translator.
away.
In text RP, I gave the phone to I.
Oh. Sorry, not the nerd.
Holata,
What's up?
do you need the phone?
Yeah, I need to read something.
Okay, she'll give the phone to him.
Hey, wizard, come here, wizard, come here, wizard. Come here. Right behind the stairs, all secretive like.
I'll put them in here.
I'm gonna hold the phone like a magnifying
They're all
glass.
dead.
Just hold it right.
Except
I'm
the
just holding
lady.
it with my thumb and my finger as precariously as humanly possible. Koboldly possible.
Ah, yes.
Koboldly possible.
Ives, do you do translation?
Yeah.
Alright. As you take a look upon it and see the words, I would just type it out for easier references. Here's what it simply says.
Someone better get ready to look over my shoulder, because Holata isn't going to remember if it isn't fancy writing. It doesn't sound like a poem, he doesn't give a shit.
Based. Absolutely based. Help me.
I'm going to take the paper, pass it to Sai very slightly, and I'm just going to try and take her hand. And...
That's what I told Sai.
How long, dear?
Oh, madam. It seems that you look a bit unwell. Do you need to go back to your room?
She sort of looks at you, closes her eyes, looks back, and shakes her head.
Well, if you feel unwell, just come and get me, and I'll give you a hand.
Yes.
Alright, can I close the door for a second?
Sure.
Alright, do I smite him?
I want to say I would have walked in. Yeah, I gave Sai the paper and the translator, and I would have walked in, and then I guess.
Okay, I closed the door behind him.
So do I smite him? Come on, they're like
I'll show you the
like
paper.
I do the big smite.
Look at that.
They've been dead. You put the dead to rest, right?
I'm just gonna tell Snaker.
They're just using the restroom.
Understandable.
Yeah. It's been a long journey to get here, and do you know what? Allow me to recite some poems for you all while I cause a distraction of the other.
As I cause. As I
Hey man,
that door's closed.
Can I do a performance check to enthrall them with some poetry to cause a distraction?
Sure. DC 14.
Let's hope I don't roll real low. There it is.
The thing is...
Oh wait, that isn't right for my performance. My performance
I'll
is
give
plus...
you a lucky.
I mean, mine's +6.
Yeah.
So...
wait, +6. You have. Let's see.
I have proficiency in performance, and
you
my
have...
charisma is 18.
Oh, 18. It's 17 on here. Hang
on. That's because it was before I got the I think that must still be from before I got my pact.
Oh yeah. Okay. There we go.
Yeah,
18.
because I had 17 charisma and then.
So yeah, that's a +1. Yes. So that's 11,
yeah,
but
yeah.
So I just said that they use a lucky, so you can reroll.
Well, it would be 12 because it's +6. I have my character sheet open in Foundry as well because I've been double checking that everything's right. Alright, so I just reroll.
Yes. Oh, you haven't got proficiency in performance, hang on. Yeah, that's why. There you go.
You got the half prof from Bard.
Okay.
Amazing. Amazing.
Hey, I always roll low.
Amazing. Can you give me those rolls? I would love to have those.
I would love to, because this is how I always roll.
The issue with Lucky Tag is that it's a full-on reroll. Yes.
Before the outcome is determined, you can choose which one.
No, that's normal Lucky. This is mine because it can reroll any roll in D&D.
Hey,
yeah, Lucky.
I'm fine with it. I'm just trying to cause a distraction. It doesn't have to be good. It just has to be distracting.
As you recite some poetry, you realize that the poetry that you've been reciting this entire time has actually been your contract with the guild.
Oh no, does his head explode? Wait a minute.
It's just been... It's just like, I, Honolulu, hereby pass that I will give my rightly possessions if I should die in the abyss.
Man, this is not my best work. I don't even remember writing this one.
This is weird, and your friends are already taking a while.
Oh, one of them has the shits. Did you see the shark girl? She ate something real bad, and oh gosh, you do not want to go to the lavatory right now.
I don't want to. Yeah.
I think Arlick was looking to see if this door over here was opened.
I said it was closed.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Void? I'm gonna try and take the gem off his head.
Alright. As the gem on top of these soldiers.
Oh, okay.
Alright, you take the gem as soon as
texture.
Yeah, as soon as you take it off, it suddenly turns into a colorless, translucent gem.
Okay, I thought it was gonna be living armor. That's good.
I put it in my pocket.
Cool.
Wizard, did you know what this is? Is it magic?
It's the same symbol as before.
Oh, sire, please come back to the table.
Opens the door.
Please, sire. Oh, there they are. Thanks. Fuck.
Nobody told me if we was like or not.
So, I didn't know that you had such a terrible issue on you, Shark Woman. Ives, I believe it is.
Go for it.
Oh yeah, my stomach hurts.
Did you tell him your name?
I just give a thumbs up.
I don't remember you giving him your name.
You didn't introduce her, I saw.
I said Ive.
Yeah.
Oh no, I just said Shark Girl. Never mind.
No, you said Shark Girl.
Yeah. Well, take a seat. There's all sorts of meals. You see basically on these tables like lavish meals. There's oranges on here, chunks of meat that seem to all be like freshly made. Basically like the perfect meal that you can ever think of like is on here.
Quick thing, Void. Did they actually say Ive or did they say Shark Girl? I just want. Oh, okay.
Snaker.
Yes.
Quick thing. I don't believe some of us introduced ourselves.
Oh, well, I'm very good at guessing names.
Okay, guess mine.
What's mine?
Well, you look like a Captain like Reed, somewhere along those lines, or even Red Nose. Points at your
Can I
nose.
insight this bullshit?
Lucky guess.
I'm going to insight this clear bullshit. Okay.
Lucky guess. I sit at this chair because this is the captain's chair.
Yes,
Clearly.
he looks over towards Garlic as well, and is like, "Well, you have a very unique smell to you. You're Garlic."
Wrong.
They smell like lemons. What are you talking about?
Why are you sniffing each other? That's weird.
Yes.
I have a very weird thing.
Oh, he seems to know your names, Oliver.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very weird.
That's weird. By the way, perhaps do you have some sort of garden nearby with fruit growing? Just curious.
A garden?
Yeah.
Well, we have
an orchard with some orange trees or apple trees.
I didn't even know what an orange was, and no, we don't have a garden of sorts.
That's got to be a lie.
That
No
has,
one can
yeah,
know
that
what
has.
orange
No one.
is.
Everyone knows what an orange is. It's a fucking color.
Also, that's my seat.
Oh,
What do you
sorry,
mean
this is
that's
the captain's
your
seat. Wait. You don't want to sit next to your wife?
I thought everyone was equal here. This seems to sound like some sort of autocracy
Well-
shelling itself as a socialist system.
Well,
There
I
he
am.
goes again with his silly made-up words.
I am sitting next to my wife. The seat is almost next to her.
Wait. Hold on.
Do you know
I'm gonna
what?
pick up.
That's like 20 feet, lad.
Ow!
What are you gonna
Ow,
say,
sit
Fia?
next to your wife.
I'm gonna pick up this chair and just set it next to her.
Yeah.
And
That's
offer it.
what I've just put a chair next to his wife.
Oh my
We've
god.
both done this.
Oh, it seems that all of you really like my dearest wife. She is beautiful,
Oh,
aren't you,
yeah.
dear? She nods.
She
Okay, so
she
question.
is wonderful to converse with.
When she nods or anything like that, does it look like there's like a slightly jerky motion to it as if it's forced?
Insight check.
Yes! Please roll well, please roll well, please roll well.
The
please
fact
roll
that
well.
she wrote,
Please
help
roll
me,
well.
help me, help me.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
couldn't
low!
either.
That
It's
was-
like above average!
There was somewhat a jerky motion from what you could see. Love and Fia would sort of notice as well. Onto the armor piece head Fia's took the gem out of. Oh, okay.
Funny.
Yes. Property of greed. Alright. But yes, he's like, well, if you want that seat so much, then fine, I can take one.
I do. I'm the captain, so captain gets a captain chair. It's very simple.
Coming through. That's good. Excuse me. He sits here and he's like, well,
Oh no, he's French.
I'm joking.
used to, well, I would normally make an announcement from the captain chair, what as your friend calls it, but, it's so great to have many visitors here to, enjoy our meals, and of course, would you like to tell us some of your tales and such?
I'll make an announcement.
I stand.
Oh.
I announce that we're alive, or we used to be, and you're mostly alive, but not, and I don't know what you are. Thank you.
And he sits back down.
What did you mean by that? That sounds
Well,
like
I just
a
said I was
threat.
making an announcement. I didn't say it made no sense.
Also,
Void,
yes.
I just need a reminder on something. So when we use the things to leave the abyss, it's only the person holding it, right?
Yes.
Alright, just double checking.
It's also 10 minutes.
It's also
Oh,
a 10
yeah.
minute cast time.
Mr. Snake Man,
Yes.
can I go to your kitchen and find something for myself?
No, after all, there's many sort of assortments of foods that you would enjoy. He points towards all this.
No.
That's only for the staff.
Oh, I know that the others went to use the restroom, but I actually need to use the restroom. Madam Krim, would you be an honor and show me the way?
That's a bit insulting. Are you saying that my wife is the person who transports somebody to use the lavatories?
Well, this is your home, and I believe that the madam of the house knows it quite well. I am simply asking for an escort to the bathroom. I would not want to be rude and wander your halls unaccounted for.
All right, fine. Dio, please make sure to take him to the bathroom and make sure that he comes back safe. They like give a nod.
Why wouldn't he come back safe? Are there like monsters wandering your holes?
Oh, no. I just meant safe as in, well, he could mess with the armor around and it could cause some sort of mistake.
Oh, I would never do such a thing. I'm in your home.
I think I saw a man stealing something earlier. What do you mean?
What the fuck?
What?
Oh, no. It was outside. It was in a bar of some kind. But I was wondering if he might have sticky fingers again. I don't think we brought him with us, but you know.
Deception check.
Deception.
I'm doing
marshalling these guys' power levels, by the way, if I can.
He was referring to when Sis stole from Dead Man. But yeah,
I'm checking their vibe right now.
Yes. The vibe check. I mean, you can't really tell as they're not really combat ready, then not having weapons out or anything. But like you can tell that like Shaker's pretty strong. He's got a strong build upon him.
Alright, I'm going to follow. As soon as we leave, I'm going to write on a bit of paper. I can create an unseen servant. Do you need me to get anything to help you leave this place? And then I'll pass her the parchment so that she can write on it.
Yes.
Can't read the writing though, because you don't have to translate it.
I have to translate. Oh fuck!
Gave it to me.
Yeah, I gave it to you. I mean, since I'm doing this whole bit, I think I would have gone.
Nod your head once.
Yeah, you don't want to hear shit.
He doesn't know. He's just like, well, okay, well, adventures and such. Of course, you've been to many bars. He rolled a 5.
Amazing.
Boy, can I quick retcon and say that I went up to Seer and asked for the translator before I left? Because he was planning to do this shit.
Sure.
So, all right.
Hold on, I forgot my phone.
Yeah, pretty much.
I have to have my
something
phone
to
when I
read
use the
while I'm taking a
restroom.
shit. Yeah, I mean, I browse Reddit while I'm shitting.
What the fuck's a Reddit?
You don't want to know. It's a horrid place.
And why do you go there?
I can't stop.
Oh, well,
but yeah.
How about you, adventurer? You don't seem to be of any races that we've seen before.
The Fear will look down at himself. Okay.
What are
Do
you?
you have a question?
Yeah, what are you? I really like to know.
He'll like flip his hands over, looking at himself. Have you ever been to hell?
You start with that.
That's fucking great.
I've never been to this hell or heard of it before. What's it like?
Wait, she's a tiefling.
A lot of fighting. I was stabbed a couple times.
Oh, that sounds drastic.
At least twice in the
that's
face.
Racist. Not all tieflings are from hell.
Wait.
Tieflings are
I wouldn't
from
really
hell.
recommend
Okay.
it.
I mean, you wouldn't know about it, right?
I can make myself look scary if that counts.
Oh. Well, I really don't like scary things.
By the way, do they have a gun?
Nice that you point
Great
that out.
question.
No.
Not.
It's yes, it's a wine
Sitting at
bottle.
the dining table with a fucking AR. Yeah.
It's a wine bottle.
Gun, bro.
We've just got a fucking minigun sitting on the table.
Was the wife eating anything?
Yes. There's like an empty plate.
I should say that I'm definitely not eating anything. I have
Oh.
oranges. Why would I need anything else?
Well, who's actually eating things?
Ives
Can I
eating
survival
things.
check the food?
Ives is eating things? Alright,
Even though she can't taste them.
Well, for some reason, Ives, when you take a bite of it, it actually tastes the best food you can ever taste. Like when you eat an apple, it tastes like the best food you've ever tasted. When you eat bread, it also has like amazing tastes.
Wait, I thought I couldn't taste anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Make something
wild.
off
It's kind
Yeah.
of quirky. It's kind of quirky.
This food is great.
I'm glad you're enjoying it, but you should have an orange instead.
Yes.
I love
Okay.
Ives so much.
You should all eat it. It's amazing food. Our cook has tried so much with it. Isn't that right, Cooker? You
Yeah,
should.
guys, this food is great. Have some.
With your survival check, it seems to be food.
Okay.
I'm gonna detect magic the food.
Let's
go.
It's food.
No.
The only magic you're like detected is like freaking over here.
Where? Or where?
It's all along.
Oh.
Yeah. And I assume the two statues with magical gems in them.
No.
Oh, okay.
Those are behind stone walls of like 3 inches or more. Therefore, it will be blocked.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The door isn't.
Yeah.
The door is less than a foot of thick of wood. Therefore, it is not blocked.
Also, I think at this point you would know that there's like another magical thing because I asked her if she needed me to get anything to get her out, and I'd cast Unseen Servant to go get her.
Yeah. So
depending on what she says.
Yeah, with that, she sort of what seems to be she seems to like unbutton her dress, from what you could see.
Madam,
Being in a bar's paying off already.
Been gone for a minute.
But it isn't anything, sexual. It's instead
Salacious.
yes, she sort of just shows you her stomach, where you can see what seems to be a red sort of carving in it, and points at it.
Okay. Oh fuck! I have Identify, but I don't have a pearl.
You have a component pouch?
If you have a component pouch or a spellcasting focus, then you can still cast it.
I guess my loot is my spellcasting focus, isn't it?
Yeah, then you can cast Identify.
Then I will cast Identify. Boop. I want to figure out what the fuck this is.
I will just type it so it's easier for note keeping.
Oh yeah. I can't believe Hex is dead.
I will carry him.
Yes.
Oh, that's true. We can disable it if it's a rune. And if there's a way to turn it off, I can have my Unseen Servant go do it.
30. I thought it was 1 round, not a minute.
Yeah, it's 6 seconds.
Yeah, he said 6 seconds. Yeah. So we can disable it for a total of a little more than half a minute. Smiley face.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Now hear me out. We just cut it out.
That's how we
Also an
do in
option.
36 seconds.
I mean, that's It's the reverse of what we did with my spine. Why wouldn't it work?
You know, you have a point there. The binding of the puppet keeper.
out.
Wait a
Someone
minute,
keep
Sid.
puppet.
Oh.
Someone's taking your job. You gotta fix this, Sid.
What the fuck?
Someone else is the puppet keeper. You gotta take your title back.
Upon knowing that, I'm going to immediately cast a message on Seer.
Yeah, I'm doing the effect at the moment, typing that out too.
Oh, okay. Then as soon as I know what it is, I'm casting message to Seer to let them know.
When magic is cast, to
up.
tell people what this effect is, the person with the mark dies.
That would be if I knew that, I wouldn't say it.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yo,
But
how
yeah,
did
as
I
soon as
learn
I
this
know-
grinding?
Yeah, I know that you're like Puppet Man, so I'm like, or Puppet Being. I don't know.
Puppet
I don't want to
entity.
assume you're Puppet Entity. I guess Puppeteer is gender neutral as well. So
Yes.
Polata doesn't like to assume.
Well, either way, at this point, Fear is very confused on what Sai actually is. He's heard many things.
True.
Clearly stated
This
myself.
rune are unable to speak and must do any word
Base.
commands from the from the caster. Command word failure will instantly kill the user as
Well,
the
yeah,
monster.
the slave, basically.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I immediately cast message and tell Sai all of this, and I'll like do it to everyone else in the room because it's 6 seconds, and I'll try and do it while I'm walking around this place, going to the lavatory with Krim.
Yes.
Try and inform everyone of what the fuck's going on.
Does he get the command word? Okay, so the command words have to be heard by the person with the rune.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, we gank? We gank?
That's
Are
what
we
I was going
ganking?
to say. That I'm going to message people, tell them all of that, and then ask. I can keep an unseen servant with her, just to fucking keep something near her, so I know if it disappears.
Checking if I have blindness or deafness.
Yeah. Because oh no, like literally, because if my unseen servant disappears, I believe I know when it disappears, right? Because it's just there. I assume I would know.
Depends if it's concentration or not. Otherwise, you wouldn't know.
It's not concentrate. Okay.
Yeah, because otherwise you'd be concentrating on it and thinking that it's active. Yeah. But otherwise, if it's just a spell, like something like spiritual weapon, you can't really feel it unless you're actively looking at it.
Well, okay, so I think we know that Snaker is the monster because they're the one who's been saying speak to her when we first got in.
Monster inside of her stomach.
No, the monster's like the rune or something. Because it says burrows through its stomach.
The command word failure will instantly kill the user as the monster. Or okay.
Also, wait, that's just the stomach. That's not the heart. Clearly.
Yeah. Oh, it's worded as any word commands from the caster. The monster probably isn't the caster.
I'll say this, right? She then she then looks towards you and gestures eat sort of gestation, where she's putting like her hands to her, and then doing like a fucking stomach burst.
Hand across the. Oh, okay, yeah. Message. Let them know about that.
Okay.
Like
while he's eating
food. Oh yes, some of you fuckers have eaten the food, haven't you? Oh fuck.
No, I'm not hungry. Oranges are all I need.
No, Ive has the.
It's okay. Ive is healthy.
True.
Not eating.
There, I'll write on the parchment. Who is the caster? I guess.
I know who the caster is.
Or I guess I'll just write. Is it Snaker?
She'll not.
All right. Do you want us to kill Snaker?
She shakes her head.
Okay, good to know. How can we free you?
She does the gesture where basically puts her finger around neck like death, points to the room, and then she points to herself and also does the same gesture.
So we gotta get rid of the. Wait. We kill Snaker, but you have to have the rune on her, or the stone on the rune, the round that he dies. Or ready action, place it on as he dies.
I have my stone, but I don't want to try anything. Can I do
if their death is connected by the binding, though?
Yeah.
That's not what's stated.
Fuck. Would I be able to do? I don't have anything good for checks to figure out if I would know.
I mean, we could also just non-lethal Snaker. Don't have to kill him.
True.
Looks aside.
Fuck it. I have +0 in Arcana, but would I be able to make an
Are
Arcana
they in the
check to
abyss
know if my rune would just
Good
work?
question.
They're in the
they said
abyss,
undead.
and they're creatures. Smiley face.
I'm gonna make an Arcana check to see if I can figure out if using the rune right now would help her or kill her.
Ah, yes.
Fuck's sake.
With an 11, if you use the rune on her, it will deactivate the rune for about 6 seconds, but then it'll reactivate.
Yeah.
And let's just say this:
Deactivation.
since the topic of concentration did come up, technically the creature is connected with the rune, so it would know when it goes down.
And
That's all I can
when
tell
it
you.
reactivates, they would probably be able to kill them. The question is, when it's deactivated, am I able to cut it out of her in enough time? Because that's what's going through Holot's
How
head.
good are you with a knife?
I have a glaive, so not great.
Well, if we're talking about action economy, it would take an action for you to place a stone on them, and then it would take another action for you to then cut it open. So you need to be like a fighter.
Little minimum.
Yeah.
Well, we need to be level 5, so then the fighter gets 2 attacks. No, sorry, fighter for action surge. My bad.
Shame that I multiclassed.
Or you just need 2 people.
Yeah, I would I be able to use my unseen servant?
Unseen servants can't do detailed things like surgery.
No, I know. Would they be able to activate the stone?
Wait, are you translating this? I mean, like, are you messaging this to us?
Yeah, I would be. I would message my plan to Seer, because they're the nerd. I assume.
The entire time I am just giving the longest, boringest description of hell.
Yeah, they're just
my
like
shit's taking a while.
They're nodding. Of course, the mayor though is just like looks at you and is like, "So, are you enjoying your meals?" Oh, well, we put a lot of work into it, didn't you, Cook? Indeed.
Oh god, they're all controlled.
Can I just like go and check like the icebox for something?
What?
You know, like the icebox in the kitchen.
No, why do you really want to go into the kitchen? Are you trying to raid our pantry?
Why would I raid your pantry? Is that an innuendo?
In front of them. Yeah.
What? No.
Is there anything good in your pantry?
All the food is out here. He points towards on this. There's literally
Why are
nothing
you
in the
so
kitchen.
scared if I raid the pantry?
What if we eat all the food?
No, it's more the fact that we need supplies to, continue to eat even when you leave.
But then why'd you put out so much food?
Because it's nice to have visitors.
But we ain't gonna eat all this, that's way too much. Even I know that.
Well, then we can have the leftovers.
How do you preserve the leftovers? They ain't like jerky.
Well, the same way
like
we'll
an
preserve
icebox?
you. The icebox?
How do you preserve me?
Icebox.
We don't have an icebox, sorry.
Yes,
Are we just ignoring what he just...
Yeah, he's gonna try and preserve me, but I don't need to be preserved, I'm gonna be jammed.
Sorry, that was a slip of the tongue. Also, yes, you're soiling the food, I know.
That's when you say one thing and mean your mother, right?
Wow, you're really terrible guest. You just destroyed all the food.
That's a Freddy
did
slip.
he?
Sorry.
Like, all the meals and stuff is, like, pitch black now as there's, like, gunk all over it.
My favorite thing.
Oh, that reminds me of home.
Prestidigitation is verbal and somatic, so they can definitely see and hear what you're doing. Which is what I love.
That's why you notice.
Robot friend.
But,
oh yeah, I just moved myself down here so that me and Krim were, like, talking away from the door.
Ah, yes.
Like, weren't near
I'm just
there.
buying him some time at this point.
Well then, what I'd say is, well, you're welcome to the guest house.
I want to go in the kitchen now. I'm suspicious.
No, the kitchen is off limits, staff only. Only Cooker can go in.
Please?
Yeah.
I'll be your friend.
Wait. If this kitchen's for Cooker, then why was he out over there?
That's his home.
Wait, why didn't he go in? Why didn't he go in the kitchen for a while?
Well, he already made food for you.
You didn't know
But
I was here.
You didn't
yet.
have the guest room ready.
Well, we prepared for guests.
What? It wasn't ready. Why didn't you prepare the guest room first?
It sounds like you're prepared for half the things, but not the other half. But why?
At this point, I'm messaging with Sai to be like, can the robot do surgery, or would it be better for it to use the stone?
Sai needs.
Better if you just give him the stone.
Sai needs to command it with a bonus action.
Okay.
How many of
I
us
have
can
a
do surgery?
+1 in medicine. Or...
Yeah, that's high enough. Honestly, that's pretty high.
Bro, I
So-
have a -4.
So,
The puppet has a
Void,
-4.
out of everything that I have, would I somehow be able to make this a performance check?
No.
Okay. The only
You
other
can just
thing
let him
I
add.
feel like the only thing I have where I think I might be able to get away with it is survival, but that's still only a +2.
Clearly, call garlic.
Well,
Yeah.
enough with these formalities.
All right, here. Can you arm wrestle?
No.
Fuck
Why
it,
not?
we're doing it. I'm
Why not?
gonna get the robot to use the stone, and then I'm gonna try and cut the rune out of her.
I already believe it's enough.
Well, I guess I'm gonna ask her first.
I've
If she wants me to do it.
Oh, I was about to do this. As a...
Yeah, sorry.
He's about to
no.
get mad and attack us.
Yes.
No,
I
I was
wanna
over
get-
here.
Oh, okay, I wanted to get her consent before I fucking jabbed a glaive
As,
into her stomach.
So, I think the formalities is already over. I guess you already know. Congratulations.
Oh,
No,
my
what?
bit was ruined.
Or what?
Killed him.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. Wait, I could do that too.
And
Pulls
with
out
that,
longsword.
well, with that, suddenly, you suddenly hear a bang as suddenly the chairs are like tipped over as these are all standing up with glazed over eyes. Oh.
That's why they're all dead like you.
By the way, is that a good place to end? Since
Yes.
Hex has to go. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah.
I was about to show
I
as
want to stab you, brother.
Oh,
Wait,
fuck,
we
was-
should
I
we
was
should
way
all
too
snap the
indecisive.
grid.
Yes. Well,
Yeah,
you can
I should've-
you can click the initiative token and it will always
Do
snap
that
you.
next session.
Yeah.
Boom.
I should have just like straight up asked her, be like, I can deactivate it. Do you want me to cut it out? And then just done it. I
Nice.
shouldn't have waited around.
No, I rolled a 7. I should have just followed my will. Can you snap him to grid so I know
don't.
where it was?
Both of you are you're pushed back anyway because
I got a 2.
as you basically say like you're undead too, that part, he looks towards you and is like, well, yes, I don't need this flesh anymore. This body was of use.
Oh, that's a shame.
Uh-oh. As basically his skin flakes off. Uh-oh.
God, I really hope we go another combat where Hollotta doesn't use their rage.
Oh, you do look like a dead feller.
Oh, do they have they changed token? Oh,
Hey, can I have your blood?
yeah, I ain't dealing with that.
No, it's simple. You hit him really hard, and then you hit him again, and then you hit him again, and when they stop getting up, you know you've done well.
Guys, I'm uncomfortable with my location.
Don't worry, Fear. Eventually, I'll be there and mount you, and then we'll become
Alright.
just an ultimate weapon.
You can click initiative and it will do your initiative roll for you.
Man, I rolled
Yeah.
really bad on initiative.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Yes.
Where's
I guess
my
that should be a 4 for me, unless I rolled a 0 because I have +2 to initiative.
where does it have initiative?
It'll be a green macro, I think.
Yeah, it's a green macro in
that's fine.
combat.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Did it roll?
Man,
We're
we're
not
all just
gonna
rolling
roll,
so
Fuck.
excellently.
God, it's gonna be a while before I can gut this woman.
Oh my
and try and
Good
save her life.
Lord.
Am I? Try this again.
I think we
Also-
could have rolled first, but
I'll
not
cover
much.
Void, I guess.
There you go.
Where
There
would
we
I
go,
be?
Pierre.
Because I definitely would have been walking around this place with her, talking to her.
You would have been under the stairs, you're fine.
Okay.
It's a safe spot. And I'll roll.
What, is this guy an abyssal creature?
Yes.
Wow.
I thought they were just undead.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not anymore. The undead body's like on the ground.
Taking blood, taking blood.
As basically, he sort of lurches out of the creature's mouth and it peels off as a.
Like, how did you fit such a big body in such a small one?
Yes, good question.
I'm making my notes for next session start, which is going to be...
Wait. Was that a body of holding?
Nice.
Sure.
I think my first thing that I'm going to be doing is getting the robot to use the rune, and then I'm just going to gut this lady and hope that I can keep her alive. Because I have cure wounds. I can keep her alive for a little bit.
Are those Otigus? Are those Otigus? However you say it? Otigu? Otiga? I don't know how to say it. Otigu.
No, that's Cooker, Slasher, and whatever the last one's name was.
You got me there.
No.
Cooker, Slasher,
really
and
a village if there's only like 5 people here? It's really a village if there's only like 5 people here?
Yeah, that was another suspicion thing. There's only 5 people here.
No.
That's I'm sorry. Was the guest room full of blood and medical equipment, not the like real quick deciding fact? Actually, just when we got here and the fucking tiefling girl was like, finally, new people. We love when new people get here. They bring new things, taste, blah blah. Like,
she also had a normal name.
No, I don't. Anyone can have a normal name and be fucked up. I just have a weird name and I'm also fucked up.
Damn, I can't believe Steve betrayed us and like killed millions of people.
So, I want to get the party's idea on this. Do you think it's a good idea that the robot is going to use the rune and then I'm going to gut her?
You know, I'm not there to give you advice, so I think you should do what you think is best.
I don't know what's going on. I just wanted to go in the kitchen and this guy transformed into evil.
Yes.
Fair enough. I guess, Tang, do you think that's a good idea? Because a whole lot has been messaging Sai.
I'm just gonna say this. Fucking. What's his name again? The fucking. God, I already forgot his name. Snaker. Yeah. Snaker was already guessed that the jig was out once you start seeing messages be spammed aside.
Oh, they saw that. Okay.
Yeah. You point at people.
Sai has to whisper back, so it's just like Sai just starts muttering to himself. He may not know what's happening, but it's like, why is he muttering like that? I don't like it.
They're just looking at the food, being like, "Oh, this is just."
I'm communicating. Like my puppet is doing hand signs, bro.
Fair.
Yes.
Teach the robot sign language, and Holota will also learn sign language.
That's called
feast. We can harvest the crystal.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's what I wanted. Also, yes, I will close up the server.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm gonna do while you guys are fighting. I'm gonna be gutting a woman trying to save her life.
Damn.
You know, I love how contrary that sounds, but it's not.
Yeah. I mean, the moment she wrote "help me, help me, help me," Holota was like.
Alright. Yes, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's session of D&D. And yeah, hopefully another session will be on Friday, which will be the good old Tower of Grief, where Maple and Adora will be on. Yes, I will end now, and of course, the secret password to become my best